hearty welcome to the 6th lecture of the Plural Perspectives video lecture series offered by the Postgraduate Department of English, Kannur College, Vienna. This lecture is based on the poem Still I Rise, written by Angelou, which is included as the 6th lesson of the textbook Plural Perspectives Readings on Gender, prescribed for the second semester students of Kannur University as course 2A04ENG. About the author. Margaret Johnson, who later became Maya Angelou, was born in St. Louis, Missouri. She was an acclaimed American poet, storyteller, activist, playwright, and autobiographer. She also had career experiences as a singer, dancer, actress, composer, and was first female black director. Angelou, as a civil rights activist, had worked for Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who was a leader in the civil rights movement, who boosted the confidence of the black by proclaiming that all men are created equal. She was served on 2 presidential committees for Gerald Ford in 1975 and for Jimmy Carter in 1977. In 2010, she was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the highest civilian honor in the US, by President Barack Obama. She had been granted over 50 honorary degrees before her death. Angelou was inspired by black authors like Langston Hughes, W.B. Du Bois, and Paul Laurence Dunbar, who were the major contributors of Harlem Renaissance. In 1920s, there was an intellectual, social, and artistic explosion centered in Harlem, New York City, known as the New Negro Movement or Harlem Renaissance. It was a renewal and flourishing of African American literary and musical culture during the years of First World War. She was also attracted by the canonical works of William Shakespeare, Charles Dickens, and Edgar Allan Poe. She had worked as a freelance writer and as a feature editor at the African Review. As a writer, she had published 7 autobiographies, 3 books of essays, 7 books of poetry, and also contributed a list of plays, movies, and television shows. She was best known for her series of 7 autobiographies, which describe the early years of her life. The first in the 7-volume series, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, illustrates how her strength of mind and thirst for knowledge could help her to overcome racism and trauma. The book begins when she is a 3-year-old child and ends with Angelou as a 16-year-old mother. Angelou is a widely read poet, and most of her poems celebrate the beauty of black color, the strength of women, and African culture. Still I Rise is one of Maya Angelou's famous poems. It was published in 1978. The poem consists of 43 lines in total, made up of 7 quatrains and 2 stanzas. A quatrain is a stanza in a poem and consists of 4 lines. The poem is directly addressing the haters and the people who don't want to see others happy. The poem depicts the struggle and the positive attitude of the speaker against racial and gender discrimination. We see her resolution to be strong, and she speaks about her feelings, and then she shows how she would face the haters. She is welcoming all the criticisms with confidence. She refrains Still I Rise throughout the poem to let others know that she will never allow anyone to abuse her mentally or physically and will continue to rise. The poem aims at the black women oppressors. Still I rise. You may write me down in history with your bitter twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still like dust I'll rise. She is talking to the haters, the white, that they may tarnish her name in history with their bitter lies and fabricated stories as they did to her ancestors. They kept the truth hidden to favor the white men. The line, you may trod me in the very dirt, has a connection with her childhood days. She had been raped by her mother's boyfriend. She explains how they treated her when she was a child. She says, you have the right to walk over me and tarnish me into the dirt. But even so, I rise like the bird, phoenix, from the ashes. Throughout this poem, she tries to ridicule the white man who tried to oppress her ancestors, and she questions why that is so. We experience her determination and self-confidence throughout these lines. She declares that whatever they do, don't bother. She will overcome all those struggles and hurdles with her confidence. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? 'Cause I walk like I've got oil wells pumping in my living room. She asks whether her rudeness upsets them. Why are they troubled with depression? Then she explains the reason, that it is because of her confidence. She walks as if she has got oil wells pumping wealth in her living room. We all know that the richest countries are famous for their oil possessions. Like that, she is also rich, not of the material gains, but of her cultural identity. She says that she walks like a rich girl, with her head high and pride. Just like moons and like suns, with the certainty of times. Just like hope springing high, still I rise. Here in these lines, she has made a comparison with three natural elements, suns, moons and tides to herself. Nothing can affect the movements of the sun, moon and the tides. She says her confidence is boundless and eternal, and also she has high hopes. So just as the sun and moon rise, she also will keep rising. Did you want to see me broken? Bowed head and lowered eyes, shoulders falling down like teardrops, weakened by my soulful cries? She questions the haters that whether they wanted to see her broken, depressed or scared, with her head bent and eyes gazed on the ground, shoulders falling down because of lack of confidence and weakened by the cries of separation. Does my hotness offend you? Don't you take it awful hard? 'Cause I laugh like I have got gold mines digging in my own backyard. She asks them whether her pride troubles them, and if they are upset by seeing her laughter, as if she has got gold mines digging in her own backyard. She laughs with confidence like a rich girl does, who has owned gold mines in her backyard. You may shoot me with your words. You may cut me with your eyes. You may kill me with your hatefulness, but still like air I'll rise. She says they may attack her with their words. They may abuse her with their word weapons. They also have the right to cut her with their sharp eyes. They may kill with their hatred. But whatever happens, like the air that never settles on the ground, she keeps rising. Like Langston Hughes, who breaks the walls of racial discrimination in his poem. As I grew older, she confidently declares that she will rise from all the atrocities. Does my sexiness upset you? Does it come as a surprise that I dance like I've got diamonds at the meeting of my thighs? She asks whether her sexiness upsets them, whether they are surprised when she dances as if she has got diamonds at the meeting of her thighs. The line echoes Wolzoinga, who invites the white landlord to see the blackness of his back. Out of the hearts of history's shame I rise. Up from a past that's rooted in pain I rise. I'm a black ocean leaping and wide, welling and swelling I bear in the tide. She continues by saying that she has been in the hearts of history because they were not well placed. But it is sure that she will rise from the painful past. She has compared herself to a vast and black deep ocean that keeps on rising and can often bear the tide. Leaving behind nights of terror and fear, I rise. Into a daybreak that is wondrously clear, I rise. Bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave. I am the dream and the hope of the slave. I rise, I rise, I rise. She leaves the dark, insecure nights of fear and pain which her ancestors had passed. She says from there she rises up and hopes for a joyful new bright morning. She assures that she will preserve the cultural heritage and good qualities which she inherited from her ancestors. She says she holds on it because she believes she is the dream and hope of the slaves. She will rise for that and rise and rise. This poem draws the attention of readers and tends to end on an optimistic note. Questions and answers. Who is the narrator or speaker in the poem? The poet, who is the representative of the oppressed class, is the narrator of the poem. Who is the you addressed in the poem? The speaker addresses the haters who don't want to see others happy as you in the poem. Whom does the narrator's business upset? The narrator's business upsets the oppressors. What does all wells in the living room signify? The all wells in the living room signifies her richness and pride. It refers to her confidence and power. Why do you think the poet uses plurals in the line just like moons and like suns? She uses the phrase suns and moons to exaggerate her power and pride. She compares the oppressed people to suns and moons. She says, like suns and moons, they also will rise up with all powers. What does shoulders falling like teardrops signify. It indicates the oppressed class who is abused by the whites. The haters wanted to see these people with their shoulders falling down because of lack of confidence and power. Why does the narrator laugh as if she had got gold mines digging in her backyard? The narrator laughs because she has got confidence. She believes it is as valuable as gold mines. Whom does the narrator's sexiness upset? The narrator's sexiness upsets the haters who are the oppressors. What is the metaphor used to convey the narrator's sexiness? She dances as if she had got diamonds at the meeting of her thighs. Is the metaphor used? What does the phrase haters of history's shame